this intro is going to be terrible. It's fine.
I guess the surprise is removed now.
Yeah. Well, hello, my sunrise. We have a special guest. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, let's get straight to it. Pika, say hi.
Hi.
This is called The Scars of the Divine. It's written by me, aka Onyx_Moon, and Pika, or aka Pikachewyourfoods.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one time I will read all the tags because they are absolutely wonderful. All right. The rating, we don't need to know that, but they have graphic description of violence. It's Gen, Academia, characters, Midoriya, Izuku, Midoriya, Shinso Toshi, Class 1A, heroes, Nezu, and then we have Canny. Additional tags, Midoriya Izuku has a quirk, non-consensual body modifications. Midoriya Izuku does not have one for all. Warrior cat terms. Denki Kaminari has one for all. Toshinori is an idiot. Angst, crack taken seriously. He's a street cat. Hunting, flashbacks, temporary amnesia, drugs, animal abuse, animal transformations, kidnapping, rat napping. You is a quirked animal partner. Now that I am confident in the tags right now, it's time for goofing around. Yeah. That's not how you say that, but it's fine.
Perfect.
Tags will be updated as Fit goes along. To Dumbass is trying to write. Notes are a complete joke. Tags are hard, but tags are fun. Torture, digital art, not beta red. One of us is probably dyslexic. I can't even say the word.
Dyslexic.
Thank you. And the other is dyslexic. Thank you. Thank you. This has 6 chapters so far, and let's just get straight into this. The link's down in the description, like always. Always forget to say that. A small disclaimer before we get into this. We have
Want me to explain?
Yes, please.
So over a period of a few hours, we have recorded this, and we are basically trying to do a few things with our voices and trying to make it more legible and understandable. And we're also fixing up our really badly written chapter.
Yay!
Yeah. So if you notice that the voices change a little bit each time we're switching, yeah, they are. They are changing, and some of them have screwed up mic settings. Because my mic is the little shit sometimes, and Onyx is doing like 6 cuts each time.
Yay!
But that's it. Now, are you ready to continue the story?
Chapter 1. Beginnings of the Bird.
The nameless cat has lost all hope in ever getting out after the many moons of being trapped in this hellscape that Twolegs created. That's until a white-furred weasel rat thing is thrown into his cage and gives him new hope of seeing the world beyond the bars once more. Or Izuku is a quirked animal that shifts into a griffin that's tested on and meets Nezu.
His paws echoed throughout the wet alley as the rain poured down onto his dark green coat. The pitch-black sky was the only thing making these damn two-legs slightly slower in their persistent chase. skidding around a corner and digging his claws into the ground, pulling himself forward and around the tight corner, smacking his side into a brick wall and regaining his balance as he darted back down the cluttered alleys, jumping over a fallen trash can as he scurried around another broken pallet, hearing the familiar sound of someone crashing into a trash can.
They're on my tail still? These damn two legs. Don't know when to give up, do they? How are they even catching up? Am I going slower? Or are they faster? Am I losing my mind? This train of thought was abruptly cut off at the sight of another turn.
Eventually, the inevitable happened. He had been turning another sharp corner. His left paw slipped out from under him, and he collapsed, hitting his chin against the ground with a sickening smack. Letting out a quiet whimper, he tried to regain his footing, causing him to stumble as another one of his paws gave out under him, making an audible crack on the hard ground.
No, 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 not now. Why right here? Out in the open! Damn fucking two legs! Why do they want me so bad? Can't they just get another goddamn cat? What's even stealing shit? I was just minding my own business and living my best street cat life. Why are there even so many two legs? Just everywhere. And why are there so fucking tall? The fuckers approached, unsheathing his claws and swiping out at the stalking predators. Finally, we got you! Damn cat! A female voice rang out from behind him, with those toxic yellow eyes, like a banana. Another two-leg was next to the other, looking worse for wear, panting loudly. What do we do with it now, boss? The red-eyed one mocked the other, while looking down at his poised body that was ready to pounce, giving them a low growl hiss, baring his teeth and raising his haunches, making sure his claws were on full display. An obvious warning sign to stay the fuck back. We're taking it back to the laboratory. Why else would we chase it down? Yell mocked the word laboratory and smacked Red right in the back of the head, causing it to stumble forward. Well, I'm sorry you're such a shut up and get the net. I want to get out of this damp alley before some dumbass pro hero comes. She snapped, cutting the other off, turning her piercing eyes back to him, pinning him in his place.
He could do nothing, as the two legs surrounded him on both sides. His eyes widened as he tried to back away, putting his back against the wall whilst fluffing up.
Look, it's scared. The large red-eyed one with the cursed net did a harsh laugh that sounded slightly forced, showing off its sharper canine teeth. This made his fur bristle, deciding his curse might be a better route. Closing his eyes, he reached deep into his core, concentrating on slowly letting down the walls he had built to help control it.
It started with a prickling sensation in his paws, then it rose to his legs, face, and then the rest of his body. Everything sound-related seemed to become muffled. Slowly, those sounds faded back just as quickly as they vanished. The arguing two legs seeming to abruptly stop, leaving him in a sea of darkness. He was trying his best to keep his eyes closed, But it was hard when all he could hear were the predators. He felt so vulnerable like this.
The feeling of the net on him was the breaking point. Fuck it. It's now or die. He snapped his eyes open, that drifted down to meet yellow ones, being only slightly taller than it. This told him that the transformation was complete. He glanced back to confirm that his wings had successfully appeared. Uncoiling his large green wings, revealed his sharp talons and put them on full display. Next, he bared his teeth and showed the new row of sharpened teeth, making a piercing screech echo out as he did so. Fucking hell! Svea, did you know it could do this? Red shook his head, just as shocked. Without any warning, he lunged for the nearest two-leg, which was Red Eyes.
He lashed his claws at the chest of the monster, that pulled a long metal sharp thing to block his claws from ripping out its guts. Then Red proceeded to loosen their grip on the pointy thing, making it clatter to the ground. Flapping his wings created a strong gust of wind, lifting himself into the air, making both of his attackers stumble. The two-leg grabbed something from their side, which made a crackling sound, while the Tom two-leg reached for the net, which was the closer object. Red grabbed it and lunged for the overgrown cat beast with a war cry. Like the idiot he was. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw Yellow smack their face and shook their head, sighing in exasperation. Taking this chance, he swooped down, whilst his arms were up, attempting and failing to hit him with the insufferable net, branding his claws forward to gouge out its right eye, getting inside of the socket, and with a sickening squelch, the eye popped, causing a guttural scream to echo out as the other monster's stick crackled, hitting his side, forcing him to retreat. It fell back like fresh kill, hitting the ground with a loud thud that echoed against the walls of the alley.
He looked over at the yellow-eyed one, which was at least a clearing down the alley. How did the she-two-leg get over there? The stick whipped out, lengthening and extending, crackling like a snake ready to pounce. He gave a beast-like sound, close to a dying cat that was waterlogged, as the thing came in contact with his scarred fur. Taking flight, he jumped to the side wall, leaving large gashes and trying to descend on his attacker as the two-leg whipped the snake out again.
Unhinging his jaw, he clamped down on the snake, away from his two noticeable teeth, pulling her towards him, leaning back and kicking at her chest, knocking the wind out of her, while the snake recoils into itself, leaving him on the ground and her in the air.
Svea, get up and help you! The monster landed hard onto its side from the attack, allowing him to stand. The cat beast spun his head over to where the injured Red laid, where it wheezed out its final breath before passing out.
He let out a huff, quickly limping past the red-eyed one, while the she-two-leg groaned from behind. The to be passed-out monster lurched forward once he was close enough, opening his pathetically small jaws and sinking their fangs into his hind leg. Looking back at the attacker, He smirks. He runs, going into a fly. After he made it some ways away from the damn monsters, his muscles seized up, causing him to fall right out of the sky, almost into the trail of one of the fast metal monsters, hitting harshly into a two-legs nest.
What's happening to me? His vision began to swim, and then it all cut out.
Good afternoon, morning, or night, my sunrise. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed. That's what I'm trying to get out. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Well, this is kind of a test run, so I guess tell us if you enjoy it. And
Yes.
we do have a treat.
Bloopers.
Yep, we've recorded about 8 minutes of bloopers.
And I almost forgot to say thank you, Pika, for editing this. Thank you.
Not a problem. It only took us a few hours. Anyway,
Only like 2.
We've been technically doing this since 6.
Ah, that's true.
It's 2 a.m., I think.
It's 1:13.
Close enough. Night.
Night, y'all.
They're still messes up immediately because I'm reading the wrong area.
I mean,
finally, we got you. Damn cat! A female voice rang out from behind him, with those toxic yellow eyes, like a banana. Another voice. Fuck. The banana lie. What do we do? Fuck. Instant fuck up.
Instant kill.
Instant kill. Yeah. Guess we have another blooper.
Yay! It started with a prickling sensation in his paws. It rose to his legs, face, and then the rest of his body. Everything sound-related seemed to become muffled. Slowly, those sounds faded back just as quickly as they vanished. The arguing two-legs seemed to abruptly stop, leaving him in a sea of darkness. He was trying his best to keep his eyes closed. It was hard when all he could hear were the predators. He felt so vulnerable like this. Damn. Sorry, but damn. He lashed his claws at the chest of the monster that pulled a long, metal sharp thing to block his claws from ripping out its guts. Red proceeded to loosen their. Okay, that's
definitely a dead one. But
yes,
that revealed another error. Wait, let me go fix that.
He lashed his claws at the chest of the monster that pulled a long metal sharp thing to block his claws from ripping out its guts. Then Red proceeded to loosen their grip on the pointy thing, making it clatter to the ground. Flapping its wings created a strong gust of wind, lifting himself into the air, making both of the attackers stumble. Oh, I said that in one breath.
Drink some water real quick.
I am.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, shit, I'm not ready.
Never mind then. I'll redo the count. 1, 2, 3.
Getting inside of the socket with a sickening squelch, the eye popped, causing a guttural scream, hitting the ground with a loud thud that echoed against the walls of the alley. No, I think the more I read this, the worse I get.
Oh my god. You want to see if your theory's right by trying one last time?
Oh. Reach for the net. That was.
You know what? I just realized why the fuck you're having so much trouble. There's an error here that neither of us noticed after reading 6 times. As the Tom Two-Leg. It should be wow. The Tom Two-Leg. No wonder you're fucking struggling!
My second recording was so good!
It was so good! You want me to count you in again?
Give me a minute.
Okay, give you a minute.
Give me a minute. I'm processing that. I have that second recording was so good with a mistake in it. Okay. Not ready yet. Just water.
Basically the same two dumbasses that tried to write.
Yeah.
More than once. And I found out we actually work together pretty damn well.
We do, surprisingly. Like, if I want to go down, I just have to stop. And then I have to ask you to, like, stop and then so I can go down and not drag you with me.
It's like, you don't even have to ask. The moment I notice you do it once, I'm just like, okay. Or notice that you're trying to go to the end, I just stop moving. And then you go down.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? No communication needed.
It's how we, like, earlier read our minds with a wavy thing.
Yeah, just doing waves.
Just minding my own shit.
You wouldn't
Something
think
like
two people with probably having ADHD would be able to get shit done. I know me and Glitterbug can't, so I don't know how we can.
I don't know.
Are we just magic?
24 magic hours in the... That's the wrong lyrics, but... He let out a quiff...
I can just cut it. Just restart.
He let out a quiff.
You know what? We get another bleep.
It's a quiff.
I don't know. Okay, back on task. Okay, breathe. 1, 2.
Water.
Okay.
Sorry.
I guess we get a little longer of a blooper. One, 2, 3.
He let out a quick huff. Let out a huff. Quick.
There's a missing punctuation, and that's why you're struggling. He's huffing and puffing like you.
He let out a huff, quickly limping past the red-eyed one as the she-two-leg groaned from behind.
Actually,
the thought...
Another error. Anyways, continue. Yeah, anyways, redo.
The thought should say attacker.
Should we mention this is at like 1 a.m.?
Yeah.
He starts to run
and fly.
He runs away, going into a fly. Here, better sentence.
He runs, going into a fly.